Hello everyone, welcome back to our beauty talk with me, Adriana. And for today's episode, again, we are very honored because we are together with our active ingredient expert, Miss Sonia Guillaume. And she's the marketing and sales director at the world leading company in active ingredients for the beauty industry. So thank you again for being with us on this fourth episode. And in today's episode, for the previous episode, we have talked about dry skin, we have talked about oily skin. Now there's a mixture of both dry and also oily skin, which is combination skin, the one that we're going to talk about today. So speaking about combination skin, right, it's going to be a bit confusing for some people. It's going to be about...
Yeah, because actually we talk about combination, but actually you have some parts of your face that are dry and other parts that is oily. And we usually talk about the T-zone, from your forehead, your nose and your chin. So this is the T-zone is oily, okay, and your cheeks are dry. So this is what we mean by combination skin. So there's going to be a little bit of oiliness, a little bit of dryness here and there. But usually the dryness side is on the cheeks area, right? They are, exactly.
Yes. And follow up with the T-zone, which is the oily side. And speaking of T-zone, what caused T-zone to be quite oily compared to the other part of the skin? Is it because of the oil gland or something?
Yeah, actually, because this is where they're concentrated, actually.
Okay.
So that's why when you have any imbalance, this is why your skin on that zone will get oily much easier.
And usually this area is actually more prone to oil, so they produce more sebum compared to the part of the skin.
Exactly.
Yes, and which is why I think it's pretty logic as well. Most of the time our nose is the part that you can see the shine the most.
Oh yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yes, and so does that mean that that person has combination skin? Yes.
Yeah, it's really, and you feel it. You feel the difference between, the different parts.
The different part of the skin, yes. And do you mind, for example, we all know from our previous episode, oily skin, we have extra step to take care of. Dry and matured skin is a different step. And for this combination skin type, what are the steps that they need to be taken care of? Because different part of the skin has different skin concern.
Exactly.
So how do we tackle this?
Well, actually, you need to take care of the different parts. So
yes,
that means you need to focus on the oily skin and all their consequences on the T-zone, and then in your cheek, okay, you have to focus on the dryness and give more hydration. So it's a little bit tricky, but you need to do that.
Because we're gonna be more specific, right? For example, our T-zone. So those are the extra part of the face that we need to take care of. So we can safely say here that actually taking care of combination skin is a little bit different from oily and also for the dry skin. Do you have any easiest tip that we can do on our daily basis to combat this?
Regarding your routine, or skincare, there are basic things, like clean your skin, whatever.
Yeah, the steps.
Yeah, exactly, whatever part, okay. Then you need, use a toner or an essence, okay. Then, if you have, I would say, a serum, if you wanna focus, especially, you think your cheeks are really, really dry, okay, so you need to focus on, or maybe, my T-zone is really oily, so maybe you will choose the serum for oily skin, and then you end with your day or night cream.
Day or night cream, and that's pretty interesting actually, because you say that we can actually mix the serum in regards with our skin area, right? So for example, I want to share with the audience right here, because we have 3 different treatment serum in Infinence, right? So we safely need to say that for the T-zone, which is the oilier side, we can use the Infinite Blemish Treatment Control Serum on the green one, and then for the cheeks, which is the dry part, we can actually use the Aqua Hydrating Serum. So we can do some cocktail over here, mix and match of the serum depending on our skin type, and then follow up with our night cream.
Absolutely.
Yes. And on the cream side, do you think it is necessary to put extra on the cheeks and then lesser on the T-zone, or how?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you use the same cream, maybe you use a little bit less on your T-zone and a little bit more on your cheeks, just to rebalance.
Rebalance it. That's the
keyword.
mainly the keyword for today, rebalance it. That's all about it for the combination skin, which is why in Infinence we actually cater for all the different type of skin. Even if you have combination skin, you can always mix and match our skincare depending on your skin condition. And what about the tips on the daily life? How do we combat this? Because oily combination skin can be a bit tricky for some people to take care. Yeah.
Actually, I think maybe just pay attention to what you eat. I mean,
The food, yeah.
Yeah, the food,
Yeah.
obviously. And I mean, don't forget hydration, you know, because
Hydration.
this is, I would say, like the common point between oily skin and dry skin is that there's always lack of hydration. So never forget to moisturize, and it means drinking water.
Drinking enough water, don't forget to moisturize. So those are some key points that we actually need to take care of our skin if you have combination skin. And speaking of the hydration, actually we have like a lot of our skincare ingredient range that we have spoken about in our last episode. So we would like to remind our guests, our viewers here, if let's say they miss out our episode, you can learn more on our previous episode for the dry skin and also for the oily skin, right?
Exactly.
So is there any other tips, or is there any other some key message you would like to say to our combination skin people for the skin?
Well, it's I would say be patient, okay? Because it's hard. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
And be careful with the products you use. Okay. Really, that's the most important thing.
Yes. Be careful of the product and just be patient. Those are the two key points actually. So again, we have come to the end of our show for the combination skin topic. Again, I learned a lot from along all the journey. I learned a lot. So thank you so much, Sonia, for staying with us in today's episode. And we will be right back to our last episode. So if you want to know more about the next topic, so stay tuned for our episode. So till next time, bye.
Bye.